Fourth video from Automate the Boring Stuff with Python series. Now I will explain about lists and let me create an header. Let's say A is equal to, I have used the square brackets, we have to note it. Now A is a list. Now, yep. Let's say I want to access getting individual values in a list with indexes. Now A of index value start with 0 and end with n minus 1. Now I have used the A of 0 in order to access the value 1, right? Negative indexes start it in the reverse order. It will start at minus 1 at the last element and end at the minus n. Let's say minus 4. Minus 4 will return the last element, right? At last element it will start. Sorry, minus 4 will return the first element, right? It will start at minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. Minus 4 is first element. Now getting the sublist with slices. Let's say x is equal to a slice of let's say 2. Now a of x will return the slice of first two elements, right? Yeah. Slice list length with length of, let's say length of a. Length of is a function used to get the length of the list. Now changing values in a list with indexes. Let's say a of 0 is equal to some other value, let's say 12. Now I have changed the a value with index, right? List concatenation and replication. Let's say a plus a. Now a is replicated 2 times. This is how we concatenate list. And list replication we can do also. Let's say a into 2. Both are same, but I have used replication, right? Here this is concatenation and this is replication. Removing values from the list with del statement. Del of is 0. It will delete the first element, that is 12. Here you can see here there is 12, but here 12 is missing, right? Now working with the list using for loops with list. In order to use for loop, we have to use range of, right? But when we are dealing with a list, we don't have to use when we are dealing with list, it is pretty easy. Let's say for I in A, it will iterate through each and every element in A and it will print, let's say print of I. 2, 3, 4. Here you can see it is iterating through each and every element and it is printing the value. Now it is printing the value. In and out in operators. Let's say I want to check whether 5 value is there in A or not. Let's say 5 in A, it is not there, so it printed false. Let's say 3 in A, it is true. Now multiple assignment trick means let's say I want to assign some xyz values. Let's say x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3 and z is equal to 4. I can do like x is equal to a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, but let's say y is equal to a of 1, z is equal to a of 2. There is another way, shorter way. Let's say x comma y comma z is equal to what? A. Here you can see the code is I have written a single line, but it done the work done by these 3 lines of code. Let's say x, here you can see same result, but the code is much clean. It is more clean and yeah, it looks very good. Index of multiple in and for loops in list, in and not in operators, multiple assignment trick methods. Finding a value in the list with index of method. Index of let's say I want to find the index of 3. A dot index of that is 1. Now this is what index of append of and index insert of a dot append what, let's say fourth I want to append 5 value. It added the fifth value 5 to the end of the list. What if I want to insert it somewhere else? What if I want to insert the 1 at the first place? A dot insert of 0 comma 1. It inserted the first one element 1 at position 0. Now remove of the del statement removed. Del statement works with index value, but the remove of works with any element. We can enter any value. Let's say remove of 5. A dot remove of 5. A dot remove of 5, right? A doesn't. You don't have the value 5, right? Now sort of. Let's say A dot is already sorted, right? Let's create a new list. Now B is not sorted, right? February 8 printed some. Now let's sort it with sort of function. We don't sort of. No. B is sorted 2, 13, 34, 55. Magic 8 ball with lists. Magic 8 ball, it is a small game just to demonstrate. It will each and every time it will generate a new text that predicts your future. Let me create, let's say to generate a random message I have to import random of module and message is equal to what. Let me write some messages. Let me enter some text. It is certain as again concentrate and ask again. My reply is not outlook not so good. Very full. Now let me print a random message from this message list. Let's say messages of random dot rand int 0 comma length of this is -1. Here it will start at 0 and end at length of the message is -1. Since index end with n -1, the length of the message will return the n and -1 will reduce nm. Now let me run this. Here you can see it generated some message. Each and every time it will return some random message. That's it. This is what magic 8 ball with lists. List like types, strings and tuples. Uh, Now let's say A is equal to a string ABC ABCD. Now A is a list, but it also consists of index values. Let's say A of 0. A of 0 will return the first value, first element, wa- uh, the first character, that is A. Now tuples are more interesting. Let's say 1 comma 2 comma 3. Now A is a tuple, but let's say type of A, that is tuple. Now the type of A is tuple, right? Now I can't change any values from A. Let's say A of 0 is equal to some another value. Let's say A of 0 is equal to what? Is equal to some another value. It generated error because A is a tuple. This is what happens when we change. This is what tuples are now. Mutable and immutable data types. Uh, Immutable data types means both lists and strings are common. Looks alike, but the main difference is, let's say A is equal to A of let's say A is a string A B C D. But what if I have changed the 0 element of A to some another, let's say R? It will generate error because it is a string and it have index values, but I can't change anything. I can't change values using that index values. So yeah, converting types with list of and tuple of. Both list and tuples are almost same, but we can't change values in the tuple, right? Now let me change a list. Now A is a string. Let me create let's say A is a tuple 1 comma 2 comma 3. Now I want to change the tuple A to list. I can use tuple of A. Now sorry, list of A. I will change the type of A to list. Here you can see it is a list. It is within the square brackets, not parentheses, right? uh, Lists and tuples. Reference values. Let's say um, df oh sorry df int printed, let's say print command enter. Now print it is a function. Now I don't want to enter, let's say print it. If I if I say print it of 2, it will print, right? What if I have some value, let's say A is equal to 2. Now print it will print it will print it of print it of A will also return the same result, but here I have used some variables. So this is what reference means, passing a reference means. Now module copy of and deep copy of, both will do the same operation. The difference comes where when we are dealing with lists of lists. Let's say A is equal to let's import the copy, import copy. Let's say A is equal to a list. Let's say A is equal to list of list. Let's say 1 comma 2 1 comma 2. Now sorry, I have syntax error. Now let's say B is equal to copy dot deep copy of A. B consists of now B consists of A, but here you can see B consists of A, but A of, let's say 0 comma 0 is equal to some another value. Now a value is changed, but here you can see in a value 12 is added, but in b it doesn't, it didn't happen, right? Now what if I use it the deep copy of deep copy of, let's say, copy of copy dot copy of a. Now this is a shallow copy, not a deep copy. Now if I do the same thing, it not only change it will not only change the a value, it will also replicate, or it will also affect the b. Here you can see I have done nothing with list b, but it changed the value 12, right? This is what copy of and deep copy of, and the difference comes here when we are dealing with list of lists. Now that's it for this video. If you like the video, please do like and subscribe. Thank you.